Yeah. Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my dark out somehow. Can get you off my dark out.
Boy, it was gonna do it 3 times. What's up, y'all? What is up? Uh, Today is Relationship Saturday,
Yes, it is.
and I am Lacy.
And I guess you can hear the noise in the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Monica. And you can hear the noise in the background. Guess who that is? The annoying Mr. Wilson.
We brought the shenanigans, y'all.
Already making noise.
We brought the shenanigans, and I think we're gonna have his attention for all of 2 minutes. Let's see what his reaction is to this topic
This
today.
is a blind reaction, and I have my tea, which is a mocha frappe.
Okay, so Monica and we have been trying to start this memo topics to Monica and letters to Lacy, because we do have people that do approach us with personal requests.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you turned the computer off for this? Oh, should have known it was something.
And I recently, like I was telling y'all on Thursday, I had a hot topic that somebody had brought to my attention.
And he wants to leave.
Come back in here until we get through with this topic. I bet you do.
Mm-hmm. And if his reaction is anything like my butt, if y'all could have got, man, it's crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna tell the topic because I'm gonna wait till he bring his little procrastinating tail back in here. Okay, so I'll just tell y'all about my day. Let's go over the congratulations of all of the seniors that have graduated this weekend.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't actually realize that this is actually the last week of school until somebody brought it to my attention the other day.
I called my sister to see what she was doing, and she was like, "Oh, getting ready to go to graduation." I'm like, "Who?" And she told me who, and I was like, "What school she graduate from?" She told me, and I said, "You mean tell me you're here?"
Yeah, the last day of school is Friday.
I was thinking, why are they graduating this early?
Last day of school is Friday.
I had no.
Well, for students, the last day for teachers is next week.
Look here. I will say this. Congratulations to all of the fresh new graduates.
Yes.
You all have reached an amazing milestone in your life. And for those of you that thought your life began way back when, it's just now beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Probably for some of y'all, it started today. But for those of you that are graduating today, your real life will begin for you tomorrow.
Welcome to adulthood.
Hopefully, a lot of the graduates have those parents that still don't mind turtling them, carrying them just a little longer until they're at least 21 or 22 and get past those first few college years.
Or even not so that. It's just, even if they're, deciding to move out, they're still helping them going through,
because they're still
transitioning.
Growing. Yeah, they're
transitioning
still growing
into adulthood.
They think they know, but they have no idea. So they still need that guidance. And I'll need for parents to please, unless your kids have like 100% emancipated themselves from you, do not just throw your kids out there to the wolves. I think my depression just set in. I was literally over here prepping myself for some Kool-Aid. And then in walks Mr. Shenanigans.
Who didn't want to give you the water in the first place?
My Kool-Aid's not even ready yet, and he took it. And he has no remorse. You see him? This is sad, y'all. Well, anyway, I have a few cousins, a few of y'all that have graduated. So I'm not gonna say your last name, but I will say your first name. Uh, Kenyon, Brianna, and I want to say Jada, Jalen. If I said your name wrong, it's not on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
It is not on purpose. It is not on purpose, and I am sorry. But she is my uncle's daughter. So my uncle Cass' daughter.
Oh, I forgot Cass is your cousin.
My uncle.
I mean, your uncle.
Mhm.
That's right.
Well, we're all close in age. Yeah, so I will say congratulations to the three of you. And I know I have way more cousins than that graduated, because I know I saw at least 5 of y'all pictures on Facebook. But remembering everybody's name is just too hard for me right now. But I know your mothers.
I don't think I have any cousins graduating this year, but I know I don't have any cousins in Texas graduating because I don't even have any relatives in Texas that young.
Yeah.
That's hard because you're old, Misha.
Yeah. My memory slot is about full. I won't lie. So me trying to remember everybody, especially some of my cousins that I am congratulating are second and third cousins.
At least you're not as old as Monica, though.
Mm.
But you know what? That's fine because I am like a wine, baby. I'm like a wine. I get better with age.
Yeah.
But does wine really get better with age?
I don't know. I don't drink it. But some do say it does taste pretty good. But I guess you never can tell if you never tasted at its freshest point.
Yeah. When it's old and dusty.
But
that's when they like it.
Why do you have to say when it's old and dusty?
They get their bottle, they blow it off, and they pop that cork. And
I'm
pour
not
it
a
up, they let it
drinker.
breathe a little bit.
We talking about drinking wine, not other stuff.
You have to pop the cork up a wine bottle.
I said they pop the cork, they pour it up, and they let it breathe a little bit.
Sound like she's being nasty.
You're the only one taking it there. So what are you talking about? You know what? That's why we're gonna get our table and our stool. That's non-negotiable.
How do you get that out of what you said?
Exactly. Did I not say pour it up? I said pour it up. He the one who took it there.
I can't hear. I got my headphones.
Of course
you
not.
Can hear. You can hear.
Y'all saying something, I can't hear.
Yeah, he can hear it.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna touch base on this real quick, only because it's too many days far in between when I get this news that I can share this news. So I'm just gonna say this right now, that it's a video circulating from a lady out of Houston that is mad at the Tyler PD.
Oh yeah, she is hotter than fish grease, as she should be.
She is dill pickle hot. Listen, Tyler.
She coming for y'all.
I done told y'all. Y'all better stop playing with the Black community. Because it is not going to end well. It is not going to end well. It's going to be a lot of people upset. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's a bit of my eye.
I am just saying. Now, like I was telling y'all, now Thursday when I spoke with you guys, I was speaking with someone that I knew at the store when someone overheard my conversation and started questioning me about my channel. So after speaking with the young lady one-on-one, she disclosed to me our topic. So as you can tell, the topic is her husband doesn't know that she's gay.
Which is one thing.
That is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is one dilemma.
Well, actually, if she's still sleeping with her husband, she's not necessarily gay. She's bisexual.
It depends on if she's giving him any.
You're right. But I'm quite sure she is.
Not a lot of women don't sleep with their husband.
You're right. But I'm quite sure she is. In this day and time, I'm quite sure she is.
I don't know. She said the word gay.
I have questions. Okay, but anyway,
I didn't ask no questions.
I would have. I said, wait, are you gay or are you bisexual?
But you know what though? I will say I did sleep on this. I did, and I'm glad I didn't ask questions because it wouldn't be no debate with it. If I knew
I'm
everything,
sorry. I have questions. I'm very inquisitive.
Sounds like nosy.
I did not ask any questions. I
Thought you
was
said you couldn't hear.
Huh?
Yeah, if you can, you can hear.
I was utterly shocked when she brought the topic to me
I'm talking
because
about the game.
Did you? Did he snort?
Yeah, you made me snort laughing.
anyway. She threw me off with the topic because I wasn't prepared for it.
Okay.
You know, the way that she came, she was like, "Okay, so how does your topics go? How do people put in topics if they want you to talk about something?" And I said, "Well, for those that are following my page," and I did give her the name of the page, and I said, either you can type it in there,
Mm-hmm.
but if you want to remain anonymous, I said, I'm trying to set that up now to where that you can do letters to me and memos to my co-host.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, okay. She said, so if I wanted you to talk about a topic, would I be able to tell you right now? I said, yeah, sure. You know, I took that as a letter. Of course, a verbal.
Okay, not that this is racial or anything. Was she black or white?
She was black.
Oh, okay.
She's a black female. Now, I didn't ask about her partners or anything of the sort. I'm very terrible because I realized that, yes, I should have and could have at least tried to get some.
Yes. Yes.
But I did not.
Okay, listen. We're like journalists. We're like journalists. We need information. Not a whole lot, but we need some.
Yes, she got on to me. I was like, this journalism stuff is hard.
There's too many open-ended questions. I mean, we have nothing.
Yeah, but how she said it to me. She said, well,
Okay, this is it.
was it
This is
like
my
a
thing.
it was like a situation thing if I remember. Like, what should I do kind of thing. Like, my husband doesn't know that I'm gay.
So this is what
one
should have been done.
standpoint.
This is what should have been. You should have said, okay, hold on. You hear me right?
I didn't have nothing. I did not have nothing. I didn't even have my phone on me at that time because all I went into the store real quick was with my card just to get in and get out.
Always have your phone, Lacy. Always have
But I
your
tell you what,
phone.
I didn't forget that topic. That's what she said. She said, my husband doesn't know that I'm gay. That's one.
First
dilemma.
question would have been, are you still sleeping with your husband?
And then the second dilemma, she said, and he also doesn't know that I can't remember if she said that she was sleeping with his mother or she slept with his mother.
Lord have mercy. The questions I would have asked. Oh my God. I would say, hold on.
I was
hold
like,
on.
wait.
I was like, wait. We need to go outside. We need to go have some coffee. We need to go have some tea. No, we need to go have some tea right now.
I was just so thrown. My mind went.
Questions. I have questions.
That's how my mind went.
So this topic is my husband doesn't know that I'm gay and that I was sleeping with his mother.
You sound too excited.
I am.
I mean, come
it's
on,
mind blowing.
I mean, it is. It's
that my response to her, no joke, was this is some Jerry Springer shit.
no, for real. So at that point, did she just walk away? Did she stand there? Did she?
No,
She didn't say anything else?
she asked. She said, "How would that go?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just basically gonna." She asked, "Would I do that as a topic?" I said, "Hell yeah."
Oh my God.
And she said, "Okay." She said, I'm gonna be watching for you."
I have questions. Many questions.
Anonymously. Because I did ask if she wanted to come in and speak, and she wants to remain anonymous
I mean, you
because it
can
was
remain
too
anonymous.
personal
She
of a
could
topic.
she could have called in and had something blocking her picture or whatever. Um, you could type anonymously.
It still might be able to recognize her voice.
I just said type anonymously.
I
I have questions.
Yeah, she said she wanted to remain anonymous because the topic was too personal.
OMG. Wow.
Y'all,
I mean,
what would y'all do in that situation if you are a female and your husband or significant other does not know that you are gay? Is the term that she used. So I'm going to use that same terminology.
I mean, it's kind of hard because are you gay
And-
or are you bisexual?
And
You can't interchange the two because if you're gay, you're only going for that one sex. If you're bisexual,
she may have stopped. I guess that's the debate. She may have stopped sleeping with him.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I have questions.
And she could just be coming up with excuses.
And is it a lavender marriage? Do you feel that he's gay as well, which is why you were doing it? So, and for those that don't know, a lavender marriage is where both partners are gay and they're just married for the benefits.
For the biblical standpoint of things.
So, yeah, I mean, I have questions.
I have no answers. I have no answers to that. But I am doing the topic because it was mind blowing.
And then how did it come about that it was with your mother-in-law? Was it a one-time thing? Is it something that's still ongoing? Did it happen multiple times? Who made the first move? Was it you? Was it the mother-in-law? I mean, I have questions.
She wasn't a young lady.
She was older?
She was a woman.
She was mature.
Yeah, she was a woman. A woman is mature. A young lady, I'm going to say a young lady is in her early 30s or younger.
Mature.
I said mature. It's not mature. It's mature.
I know.
Most people say it wrong.
I was laughing how you said it.
Why are you,
Lord?
You know what? I'm used to it. People always talk
Mr.
about
Wilson,
the way that
what would you
speak.
do?
Just because I speak properly.
No, I didn't tell you I was gay.
If you came and said, Brian, I'm gay, I'd be like, can I watch?
What? You know what? I see it.
I'm just playing.
No, you probably would. You probably would.
No,
I probably would.
I was joking, but
he's probably not lying. I'm not about to play with him. Not gonna play with him. Like me being a female, yes. I'm gonna flip the script here. If I did not know that my husband was gay and he was messing with my dad,
it's different for men. It's different for men than
or
women.
He didn't know that I was gay, but I was messing with his mom. Like
most dudes' egos are fragile. They kind of be butthurt about it.
Yeah, it's different for men. I mean, a man can watch another woman have sexual relations with another woman, but when it comes to a man having sex with another man, that's a completely different category.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Because women are more sensual when they have sex with one another than that's different. That's different. Because
I mean, you do have a lot of lesbian women, or shall I say just gay women. They do get married because they don't want to be shunned, especially back in the day. They were actually gay, but they got married because of society.
Yeah.
So they had to pretend to want to be with their husbands when they really didn't.
Yeah.
So in that standpoint, you're gay. You're having to do bisexual acts, but you are really into females. You're just
And you had to have these little trysts away from home, even if that meant you had to go out of town to hook up with your lover. Your little weekend getaways would
Yeah,
be
that's
for
the
y'all to.
okay. That's listen. It always refers back to this book right here, Between Lovers.
Oh, that was a good book. I'm glad you had me read that book. That was a good book.
It always refers back to this because this man in this book, he was about to get married, and she abandoned him at the altar for a woman.
I wouldn't have let it go that far. I wouldn't have. It's one thing to plan a wedding and do that, but to get to the
Yeah.
altar and then
Well,
no.
because she was stuck between coming out the closet and staying in the closet.
I know, but still, I wouldn't have let it go that far.
And my what I saw in this book was she didn't know the difference between loving someone and being in love with someone.
There's
She
and
thought
you
she
know
was
what?
in love with
It's
two
crazy.
people.
It's crazy that a lot of people don't know the difference between loving somebody and being in love with someone.
Yeah, that's the difference.
People today do not know the difference.
Yeah, I don't think she understood. She thought she was in love with two people and could not figure out who to be with.
And you can care deeply for someone and still be in love with someone else.
But the reality was that she was in love with the girl and she only loved the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She only loved the guy.
But you know what? A lot of his books, his books,
they're very deep and profound.
Yes.
Very meaningful. I just found out that he was in passing.
Yeah, you told me that.
I was heartbroken.
Because that means no more books.
I always wanted to meet that man. I didn't care if I met him when he was 80. I always wanted to meet him because his books are very good, very good books.
Yes.
I have several. I'm quite sure I have more than that, but I have several of his books.
And you can tell she has read them over and over.
And listen, this one right here and Lovers and Friends, I read these two books and straight up will Dill Pickle cry.
And that's the crazy. I was just about to say,
like
that's
I have
thing
never
about,
read these
about
before.
I was about to say that reading those books. If you're reading it, it's like reading it all over again, like you never read it before.
Like you've never read it before, and you feel the words. You feel the emotions behind the words. You actually feel these people's feelings, and this is kind of like that. It's like he didn't know that she was actually gay.
But you know, and then the other question I have is, did he have any inkling, or do you think that maybe he possibly found out something had to happen? I mean, I don't think something.
He kept chasing after her in this novel. He kept chasing after her because he needed clarity.
Well, I'm not talking about the book. I'm talking about this situationship.
This situationship. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like this. He doesn't know yet. I don't think she told him. I think she was telling me in a way of what would you do if
how long ago
your husband didn't know you was gay and you were sleeping with his mama?
How long ago did this happen?
Right.
Or is it still going on?
Right.
I had too many questions.
Baby.
I need you to bump into this person again.
Hell, I literally thought I could have. I went to 3 Walmart shelves today. I was hoping, but not fortunate.
So I need you to go back to Walmart and walk down each and every aisle.
A black female.
No. Dang it, they don't have benches at the front anymore. I was going to say, I need you to go sit on the bench in Walmart and wait. Be like, hey, you remember me from the other day? Yeah.
Yeah. What would y'all do? If you was the woman, what would you do? I think it would be that learn when to walk away kind of stance. You need to learn if you need to walk away from his mother.
What if you were the mother? What would you do?
Obviously nothing, because she ain't trying to tell her son.
But I just...
He's a victim, definitely.
Yeah, on both ends. You're a victim from your wife and you're a victim from your mother. But, I mean, that puts a whole new definition on family get-togethers. So, I mean,
And
Just think if
I
somebody
don't know
tell
why
you,
I'm so shocked,
hey,
because you have a lot of mothers that end up messing with their children's spouses and boyfriends and
oh
stuff.
yes, but never on
So
that end, never like that. So just think,
I
you had
wonder.
a family get together, and the mom or the wife says, "Hey, I need you to run to the store and pick up these things."
Yeah.
Do they really need those things?
Right.
Because when he get back, we're like, "Oh well, we found some in the pantry."
I
That's
guess
messed
I
up.
guess I am in the wrong here, because now that I'm speaking out loud about this topic, I should have asked the question of, if being gay led her to be attracted to the mother and sexually correspond with the mother, or if the mother was lesbian and turned you.
Right. And did you stop having sex with your husband?
Yeah.
Should have been
And
the
are you
first.
still
Yeah.
active with your spouse?
Because if she's still active with her spouse, then she's technically not gay. She's
Yeah,
bisexual.
she's bisexual, but
Because when I was
y'all.
younger, I was of the mind frame. Well, if you're gonna sleep with a woman, you gay. But
I was like that too.
But I guess being older,
I'm like that too. Still with a man, I feel like like, oh, that's that gay for the stage. No, 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 no. Once you do the act of not just giving but receiving as well, the two, to me, a lot of dudes don't feel like they're gay if they're not receivers. If they're just the one implementing the sex.
Oh no.
And I feel like, no, you're still gay, because for one, you keep doing it repeatedly because you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a receiver to be termed to be gay.
Yeah.
My eyes, my opinion.
I don't believe they gay for the state. If you did it then, you'll do it now. You'll do it when you're out.
I mean, think of it like this. It's kind of like cannibals. I was just a cannibal just for the survival. But
No,
then when
you
you get
out,
home,
the meat ain't gonna taste the
you
same.
don't want that meat.
It's not gonna taste the same.
Yeah.
The texture is gonna be different.
And then they have like a real life thing when them people got rescued. They went and killed somebody because they was fiending for that.
I don't know, but
I'm gonna look that up. Because
I wouldn't doubt it, because like I said, it's not gonna taste the same. It's not gonna feel the same. It's just different.
But they did have that man, and I'll find a story too, that was killing people and turning them into, was it sausages or something like that?
See, that's what I'm
And
saying.
the town people always complained about, he was a processing company, so they always complained about the odor, the smell, but they had no idea that he was processing human.
Talking about that serial killer. He was turning people into hamburgers at a hamburger restaurant.
No, it wasn't hamburgers. It was like a smoked sausage, summer sausage. It was something.
Was people were eating it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of them that did that. There's one dude that had a restaurant off the road, and he was a serial killer. He would kill the people and grind them up and turn them into hamburgers and stuff, and then serve them. And people were eating people burgers and never knew it until he got caught.
Yeah.
He got sloppy.
Same thing for that company. And he was right there. We're just gonna say, like, how back in the day, them corner stores, they'd be on the corner of those parking areas. He was like a corner store, and everybody went there to get their meat.
Oh, people were eating people for years and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Frying up sausage patties in the morning and smoke. Wow.
Yeah.
He really had some special spices.
And they thought he wasn't being clean enough with his processing of,
but it was actually,
of the raw meat, of the raw blood and stuff like that. But that scent is totally different.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
Or people just don't know who they be married to.
Or what they eating.
That part.
That's crazy.
But now back to this topic, y'all. What y'all think on this topic? Yeah, it's a crazy topic. I should have gotten more information now that I'm speaking out loud on it. But
that's why I'm always a homicidal maniac for Halloween. They look like everyday people.
What's it say, bro?
If that's the case, I'm gonna dress feel like Chucky this year.
He said, no.
You could pass by a homicidal maniac and not even know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dress you up like Chucky.
How you gonna dress me?
Yeah, 'cause y'all about the same size. So,
Lord, you about to make me spit this Kool-Aid out. I'm about to spit that Kool-Aid out. Y'all tell me what y'all think on this topic. If y'all are just now hopping on this feed, a woman approached me at the store and gave me an anonymous topic stating that her husband did not know she was gay and that she was sleeping with his mother. What would y'all do? What would y'all do? I'm just saying, I'd run away from both of them.
Hell, you
Because
and me
if
both?
he finds out, he gonna probably beat the hell out of him.
I don't think so. I think
Well, it
he'd,
depends upon what kind of husband he is.
well, if she's doing something like that, he can't be abusive because
I
she'd be
know,
too scared.
No, a lot of men don't be abusive. It just, the anger just comes out of them. You know what I mean? The hurt comes out of them. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just the hurt. And then they always be around each other or finding a reason to be around each other and they're fornicating. Especially if they're doing it in plain sight and you still don't see it.
But I think what would really be the slap in the face is, how he probably telling everybody how good of a relationship his wife and his mom have.
That part too. Yeah. Oh, I'm on my way over to your mom's house. Your mom want me to go do this, this, and this. And that's what they got going on. Can you imagine?
I have questions.
Can you imagine?
If you're watching, I have questions. You can still remain anonymous, but I have questions.
Yeah. If y'all haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and comment. This is Relationship Saturday.
No bashing. I just have questions.
And
I mean, it's too open ended. There's just
this is some Jerry Springer stuff. Cause all I saw after she told me that was ding ding ding. I was looking around like, is somebody gonna come out and beat her or something?
or am I being punked? I don't know. I mean, it's just too many questions that can be asked with a topic like that, and you have nobody to answer them. I mean, I get 100% the wanting to be anonymous because you're still married, and the person that you were fornicating with and the closeness of the relationship, but there's too many
I did ask her.
unanswered
She said
questions.
that no, she wanted to remain anonymous because the topic was too personal.
I mean, even saying that, it doesn't necessarily mean it was her. She just could possibly know someone.
That's what she just said. The topic was too personal.
It could have been her brother and his wife, or it could have been her mother and somebody else in the family. So I get, the anonymity, but I got questions. I think we deserve answers.
Listen.
Remember, memos to Monica, letters to Lacy. You can always answer them there.
I'll take verbals too, y'all. I'll do better next time.
Yeah. You know what?
I guess that being the first time, the way she did that kind of threw me.
This serves as your contact.
Because our other...
Don't let it come back as a warning.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll come back as a warning. They ain't even gonna investigate that. Stamp. First offense. Last
you didn't have on your PPE?
Ma'am. Ma'am, are you aware that this lasts for 12 months? It'll come back as a warning, definitely.
You had your materials.
Definitely. Because usually when the people come up to us and they talk to us about stuff, we're usually together. Or I'll immediately call her and tell her what was said.
Now I'm like, hey, what questions did you ask? You ask some questions, they gonna come on.
But this one right here kind of threw me, and I waited until I got up here, and then I was like, "You'll never guess what our topic gonna be."
If she could have got my blind reaction, I almost fell out this chair yesterday. I promise, I
And she was
almost
like,
did.
"Well, what happened? Well, how long?" I was like, "I don't know. I didn't ask all
I was like,
that.
"You ask questions?"
I didn't ask all that."
Like, oh
I
my.
was just still in shock about. Wait, what? Heck yeah, I'll talk about it. That's pretty much all I was on. Like, yeah, I'll talk about it. You can remain anonymous. That's cool by me.
But yeah, I mean, it's a crazy topic. And believe it or not, I honestly believe this happens more times than we actually believe it does. And on both ends, not just
Right.
not just the wife. I think it happens more so with the men than it does the women.
Right. I mean, you always have the thing where the wife is sleeping with a brother-in-law, or the husband is sleeping with a sister-in-law or an aunt or a cousin. You always find that.
But you
But
very
I
seldom find the wife sleeping with the mother-in-law.
like, what? Wait, what?
Very risque.
I did not ask how that came about. I didn't think none of that was relevant. I was like, yeah, I will speak about it.
You don't think it's relevant?
Well, now that I'm talking about it out loud, I was like, well, yeah, I could have at least tried.
You're gonna have to put your
I could've at
journalism
least
hat on.
tried.
Journalist.
I was
Journalist.
just too thrilled.
Yeah, we'll throw you. But then you gotta,
Because I
snap
was
back.
not expecting that. When she wanted to ask me about the topic thing, I was not expecting that to come out of her mouth.
Oh, you have to expect the unexpected.
I see that now.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, even with what we learned last week, that was a shocker.
Oh yeah, those medieval.
We was almost late getting back from lunch talking about that 2 days in a row.
Oh goodness.
So, but y'all, I ain't gonna sit here and dwell on this. I'm finna get into these cards, get into the other cards, and I'm only doing 2 of those because those cards are too extra for me to do more than that. How many cards we got?
Not that many.
Okay, so I need to go online and buy some more cards so they can be here by next week. Oh, okay. Do you want more kids?
I should have got that card.
Because it said, do you want kids? I already have them. And yes, I did want them. Yes. Or more kids? Hell to the no. If so, how many? Nada, none. Which of your qualities do you feel would make you a great parent? Listen, been there, done that, so the qualities don't matter.
Oh goodness. You know what? I would have one more.
Patience.
Only because I hate odd numbers.
Nah. Nah. Now I do agree in some situations where it's their one daughter and one son. Yeah, get them somebody to play with. And make sure you find a neighbor, a cousin, or somebody real quick. Because if you ain't trying to have no more kids, but
well, you know, I don't know. My youngest is 21. Ooh, no. Well, I don't know. All of my kids would have them, so yeah. I don't know. Patience.
I already got 2 of them running around my house in the middle of the night now.
I like to travel too much. No.
That's starting over. Be hitting real hard.
Okay. This says, what's your greatest weakness and what do you currently do to improve it? What is my greatest weakness? I think my greatest weakness is I give too much information out. And what am I doing to improve it? I don't tell nobody shit now.
That's not my greatest weakness.
I do.
My greatest weakness.
I inadvertently do it. It was a habit. They were like, what you doing? Oh, I'm gonna go da 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 da, and I tell the whole story. I just give the whole line of what I'm gonna do, and I'd be like, that ain't even none of your business. But what I just told you everything.
Yeah. My greatest weakness is definitely giving more than I should.
Oh, I stopped doing that a couple years ago.
Giving more than I should.
And I used to expect people. I used to expect me out of people,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
and then they don't reciprocate, so I stopped doing
Yeah.
that.
Now I don't mind. I don't. Okay. Here's our guest, y'all. Let's add her to the stage.
I'm late to the party, but I'm in here.
What?
It has been a long day. Let me tell you something.
It looked like it.
Did you just wake up?
No, we went to the Air Force had their air show today. If you can't tell, I'm about 2 shades darker.
I was going. I was finna say, or either that, or you been outside.
I'm like me, Orlando, and Theo. We all dark. Lord have mercy.
What y'all? What were y'all doing?
We went to the air show. So the Air Force has an air show and the Navy has their own. So the Air Force, their pilots are called the Thunderbirds. Ours are called the Blue Angels. So basically they showcase all their planes, the um the cargo planes, people that are retired, the what are them planes? Are they called crops? I don't know. Either way, it nothing but planes out there. They had all the cargo planes set up. People could go on. You can go into the plane and look on the inside and all that stuff like that. And they had vendors and stuff out there. And basically, we just sitting out there watching them. Very expensive. He paid $50 for us to have turkey legs.
Oh
We
hell
don't even pay that much at the Amish market. In the Amish market, they turkey legs are way better.
that's where I want to go. I want to go to an Amish market.
Listen, Philly, Pennsylvania is Amish country.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Were you trying to
Yeah.
act like you were in our camera?
Yeah.
I can see my
That's
wall.
funny because I saw him.
Oh, you can see me?
Hmm.
Well, duh.
I just say.
So you was like Cat Williams, huh? Don't you know I can see you? You want to go say nothing?
I was just trying to see why you were screaming.
See you.
See, my baby got it.
That wasn't me. That was Orlando. But I did get the reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been outside since about 1 o'clock, and we got home at 5.
Oh, y'all went at the high heat of the day.
Oh, you see, it wasn't that bad because it was only about 74, 75 degrees, and the
But
wind was
that's
blowing,
different. That's different
and
kind of
they
heat up there, though.
yeah, they had helicopters out there, the big boys. So when they was out showcasing them, it was plenty
But
of
you look,
wind.
you look like you got sunburn.
Listen, I'm
Oh
we
wait, is his hair
we
on?
all fell asleep. Theo went to bed. So and then the both of us, we done fell asleep. We woke up, it was almost 10 o'clock, and my coworker was like, "Where y'all at?" And I was like, "We got to hurry up. We got to get out the house. We got to get out the house." So we ain't grab no hats. All we grabbed was chairs. Made sure Theo bag was packed. Grabbed the stroller and got out the door.
Did he enjoy himself, little Theo?
Theo was asleep the whole time. He didn't come alive until the end of the show.
What do? Wake up looking around crazy?
Listen, I put he went to sleep twice. He went to sleep the first half of the show, then he woke up, and then he went back to sleep. I put his little headphones on when finally it was time for the Thunderbirds, because they in fighter jets and they real loud, and we own the flight line. So put them on him. He went to sleep. He woke up about mid until the almost to the end of the show. He noticed them maybe about 2, 3 times when they was speeding by, making all that noise. Bless you.
He wanted to see what was interrupting.
He was like, "What is that?" Um,
If you caught a video, I'd love to see it.
I do have a video. I don't know if I can send it in here.
He too cute.
Mm, I'll send it to you later. Maybe you can put it up somewhere else.
Okay. Did you catch any piece of what we said in the topic before you clicked on?
I barely just got in here. I've been like I said, we barely getting into the house, and then
Okay, let me tell you. Let me
Dealing
tell
with
you what.
Quan and all his stuff.
Okay, so boom. Let me tell you what's going on.
I thought Mr. Wilson was supposed to be a silent person.
That's the only partner. Man,
Peeping
you
over
go,
the fence.
you gonna be on my side, that ain't you.
Advice needed when solicited.
Y'all crazy.
Listen, he been talking since he got in here.
He just want to be a part of the show today.
Listen, look, I can't even pick it all up. Look at here. This is my candy that I just bought.
Yeah, he been in there eating it
And
all.
he going to town. And
Oh.
you literally only left me the yellow ones?
Hey man.
Oh, it's a few of the. Oh my
Is
god!
those good candies that we used to eat back in the day?
Those are cream delight. Can't they look like Oh, I can't even describe those things.
Cream savers?
I can't describe. I have to.
Oh, excuse me. She said cream delight. She didn't say cream saver.
I was gonna eat it anyway.
Oh, they like. Oh, I know it though. Yeah, 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 yeah. He only left you the yellow ones.
Yeah, he dug all the grapes
It's
out
a
of
few
there.
strawberries.
It's peach. Who doesn't like peach?
Yeah, obviously you leaving them in there.
At least it wasn't Mambas, and he ate all of them.
Yeah,
Leave it alone. I feel like
And you,
this is an
they
attack.
we'll
didn't
get
last.
mad. We'll get mad if anybody ate some.
He called her while we was on our live to tell her to get out of them.
I'm weak.
No, I was just telling her I'm over here getting in trouble because I did poor
Journalism
work.
skills.
I did some poor work on accepting the information of this face to face letter to Lacy that a person did the other day when I was at the store, and she told me that the husband did not know that she was gay and that she was sleeping with the mother.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold
Yep,
up, hold
you
on,
heard
hold
right.
on, hold
You
on,
heard
hold
right.
on.
You heard right.
The husband didn't know that the wife is gay and
Mm-hmm.
was sleeping with his mama.
Mm-hmm. You heard
Girl,
right.
I know you lying.
But that ain't.
So the husband
She
was
didn't
just a
ask no
ploy.
questions. She didn't
What
ask
you mean he didn't ask no questions?
She didn't ask no
I
questions.
was too thorough.
Oh, you didn't ask no questions.
No, she didn't
I
find
need
out how
details, sugar.
long. She who
And
came
I didn't
on your
ask
You
any
didn't
food
ask.
questions.
You
service?
didn't ask how this started. How long it's
No,
been going on.
nothing,
If it was still happening, nothing.
nothing. How long she been married? Nothing,
I just considered it a topic and I didn't ask no questions.
none.
We
Big
need
fat
names.
goose egg.
Nah, we out here. We just dry. You know, it was one. It was a one episode. One episode, and the whole episode was juicy, and then they cut it off.
No, baby, with something like that, we need names. We gotta have that name. You got to have a name.
That was it.
Listen,
That's unfortunate.
I
That's too good.
I didn't have nothing like I was just so thrown by the topic. I was like, yes, I'll talk about the topic. I didn't
But
ask
the wife sleeping with the mama is
With the mother.
because
crazy.
I asked if she wanted to come on and talk about it, and she said no, she wanted to remain anonymous because it was too personal.
Okay, so the wife came up to you.
I don't know if it's her or like
Let me
Monica
get off
said,
her
if she
chest.
was just speaking on someone else's dilemma.
Mm.
See, that's why too many questions. It's just too open ended.
Listen,
Please go let them outside. Oh, never mind.
now I know to ask questions.
Groundhog got it.
Yes, if you get something like that, we need to know all the
See,
details.
I told her from now on we need to start thinking like
I
journalists
mean, you know,
when we're
just for the
out.
gossip on its own.
Baby, you got to carry a recorder with you.
Hello, she got a recorder in her pocket. It's
Come
a phone.
on,
It's
man.
an iPhone.
I didn't have my phone on me on at that time. I only had my
That's what I said. That's what I said. That ain't.
Mama, how you ain't had your phone?
because I got out of the car and I just ran in there with my card to go do it.
Lord have mercy.
Always have your phone.
Do you got a phone number? Something.
Lord,
We got an email so we can contact them.
something. Can I get your number so I can ask you more details? Because I forgot. Or here, take my number and please text me this, and we'll talk about it on my show. Something.
Listen, and I'm trying to get me a new phone for my snack cackle line. Because my phone is outdated. It works as just the phone, but it's just the phone because it's old. I'm still operating on that line. I'm still operating on the iPhone 6.
What?
Because we literally just don't use that line. It's just a running line.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You paying for that?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I didn't want to let it go with you and your brother being clean cross Timbuktu. Just in case y'all needed a phone, I'd have it. So,
I get that.
but now I have it saved for my snack cackle just to use the line, but I want to update the phone because I mean, yeah, it's got the camera. I can use the camera. I can get on the internet and I can answer the phone. But as far as text messages and all that, I think it's just too outdated. I know a lot of the apps won't update.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, because we on iOS 18 now. You know, Apple ain't playing with these folks.
I mean,
Even
you
though
can.
they already got sued for making people's phones mess up when they don't upgrade.
Yeah, and that's what they doing now. Cause my phone show been showing out, and I'm not switching it.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting out now another new phone.
That phone's cost too much now.
Well, I broke down and went and got 16.
No, I'm
I
gonna.
traded it.
I will say that I do have the 16, but I'm not buying that now another one.
No,
Well,
I'm.
it took me
I'm borderline
forever.
about to go on
It
back to
took me
that rotary.
forever. It did. It took me
She said
forever.
go back to the rotary.
Rotary.
Uh-uh.
Oh
No,
no,
ma'am.
going back that far. Now
No,
that's
ma'am.
About to go back to that
A
rotary.
razor, maybe.
Cause that way ain't nobody.
Uh,
There's just too many numbers to dial. Just forget
Those are probably good
a
news.
sidekick, maybe.
it. Just forget it. It's only 9 or 10
well,
numbers.
well, you know, kids nowadays don't even know how to use a rotary phone. They be like, "What is this?"
Oh yeah, they don't even know how to use a Nokia or the Razor, BlackBerry, and they don't know how to use it. They're like, "What is this? How am I supposed to text on this?" Simple. You press the button as many times you need to get the letter into your mouth.
That's it. That's how you put them on punishment. You give them one of them phones. You
They'll
still
have a nervous breakdown,
you can call who you need to call.
No.
and you can't call them till after 9 p.m.
Take the phone away and just leave it as the text where you have to literally go through all the because you know you got the 3 alphabets on each each number.
That's what she's talking about.
Just leave them with that.
Oh,
What
you're gonna have to press this button 3 times just to put that O.
what that
And
man
then
say?
so on and so forth.
What the man say? He told his kids. He put his kids in that room and gave them a letter and told them once if they can read it, they can come out and they were still in there because they
I
couldn't
tell you,
read.
these kids, these
And they were
kids,
rolling curtains.
I guarantee you, they don't even know how to write a letter.
And they don't. That's what
They
parents
can't
were
even
saying.
write in cursive. You know how many
That's
people?
what parents were saying. You know, we need to relay a message to each other. We just
You
write
know
it
how many
down.
kids?
They gonna be reading.
But I mean, this is a country that wants us to revert back. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I tell you every day because I know I work at the at MEPS where people come and they want to join whatever service they want to join. These kids don't know how to write in cursive. When we tell them to sign their name, they
They
just
write
write
it
it.
in print. Yep.
I'm like, you don't know how to write in cursive? No.
I was like, well, that's not a signature. That's
I'm
print.
like, I'm like, you need to try your hardest because you print your name ain't it.
you need to try your hard. It need to look different, huh?
I'm like, all your letters need to connect.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That because I know my oldest son had a problem learning it, and my youngest son had a problem learning it.
Because they
I
don't teach.
mean, I know how to
But
write in
I
cursive.
taught
It ain't
them
always
one on
pretty.
one. I taught them all. The school didn't teach them. I taught them all one on one.
Yep. I told my kids, I said, your signature is going to be different than printing your name.
Listen, my signature has changed over so long. I have 21 letters in my name. Thank you, Mom.
I'm about to say, damn.
I had to sign a bunch of papers Yesterday for Quan, because he just bought a house. And I had to sign a whole bunch of papers for him. They said, "Oh, he put on here your first, middle, and last. So we need you to sign that." I said, "Good God!"
At that point, I'm gonna buy a stamp.
I made it halfway through. I said, I can't do this no more. Y'all finna get my regular signature because I cannot.
See that?
I like my
I
signature.
mean,
I said it's
see,
starting to get ugly.
First
but
name.
but it, but see, that's when you gonna get that doctor signature.
Oh yeah, it started getting ugly after a little while, and I said, you know what? I said, y'all about to get my normal signature because I can't do this. It
You
is.
You just one letter more than me.
see, I'm lucky. I have 6 letters.
And even when she went to school, when she went to Head Start, honey, that baby knew her whole name and knew how to spell her whole name. The only child in the whole Head Start program.
I tell people that all the time.
She went right up in there and just sat
Letters.
down. She said, are you in the right spot? Yep, that's my name right there. And told him her whole name.
I tell people that all the time. They be like, "How did you know how to spell name?" I'm like, "My mama got these special blocks made for me, and I just had to, put the blocks in the right spot. That's how I learned how to spell my name."
I got under them. I got under some blocks, and I don't like. Wait a minute, it sound like Gigi trying to make me learn something.
What is this?
She playing with him until she like. I'm like, good, Honor. Now put that one. Oh, okay, yeah. She like, wait a minute.
Mm-mm. This ain't fun no more.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they were like. You trying to make me learn? I'm about to lose these. Like the other day, I got on to her because she crayoled all over my tub. Now
Wait, the tub.
they supposed to be the washable crayons.
Oh, okay.
But they was not washable.
The first set that I was already mad about, and I gave in and let them use them, and now I can't get it out of my tub. So I told my daughter not to buy her no more, and I go in there the other day, and they were playing with them in the tub,
And it was a regular crayons.
and it was the washable crayons again, and I took them and set them on the sink. She know that I won't let her use it, so she caught herself trying to hide them from me. So there's a little step stool in the bathroom. She opens the step stool and then she places them under the step stool. She's trying to hide them from me, the person that came in there behind you.
Girl, them crayons would have been in the trash.
Garbage.
I put them up. I put them up for her, but I'm gonna give them to my daughter. Listen, you need to take this to your house.
I'm like, here, they can play with these at your house, not at mine.
No. I would have waited until her mama came home, and I would have took them from right under that step stool, and I would let her watch me put them right in the trash.
I put them up, but I said okay. As soon as I see her mama, and I'm glad I talked about it today, so I can remind me. But I put them up. This was just yesterday. Yeah, no, your mama is going. My mama got those for me. I know. Oh, I know. And your mama can let you play with these in her tub. Because she said they were washable and they are not.
Nope.
I'm like, this is me. I'm like, look at that tub behind you. She like, who did that? You did that. That would be you, ma'am, with those crayons. Those crayons right there, ma'am. I don't know why your mama bought you some more because I already told her don't buy you no more. I don't guess right.
Now you get in there and scrub it.
Because I wouldn't let them play with those type of crayons. Clay. I wouldn't let them play with clay. That gook slime stuff. I wouldn't let them play with that. What else I wouldn't let y'all play with, Dave? There's a lot of stuff.
Everything.
Shut up, Brian.
We played with, we had action figures and stuff like that. But, we couldn't play with all the slime and all that stuff.
I bought them a ton of toys too. It was just specific toys.
Says the person who said I can't hear because I got both of my earphones on.
Yeah, I'm talking loud enough. I can hear everything. Everything?
No, that's because you have one off of the ear.
No, they both on my ear, see?
Now they are.
But I can still hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought some nice Bluetooths. I'm ready to
We
try
done had it.
I couldn't
I need
hear
to
him.
We can play with it.
get me some more. Cause my ear canals are
I
so
ain't no
small, my
recipe.
earbuds come out.
Yeah, mine
Even
too.
on the smaller ones that I change it to.
Well, no, these are some bowls, and they clip right here. They don't go in the ear,
Uh-huh.
but they loud, and they supposed to be noise canceling too.
Well, let me know, cause then
I know I couldn't.
Fight with
I couldn't hear him.
Oh.
So I'm gonna see how they work.
Man, fuck you.
you order them on eBay?
Cause them the ones I tell you that I ordered them, and I saw them and they were 60, but when I looked at them on Amazon, they were $299. Oh, wait, whoa. Let me go back. No, let me go and get these off of here.
Well, let me know, cause
Or they be gone.
Cause my beats be coming out, they be pushing out my ears, cause my ear canal is so small.
Yeah, mine too. These right here. I wonder if they
And you know, bows are good. So I was like, what?
Okay.
Well, let me know how they work.
I mean, they work good.
Oh, you already oh, okay. Well, shit, I might need to go and order.
But I gotta see how they sound against all that clacking.
Oh, at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want that clacking to interfere with my
I need to
sound.
I need to get me something that y'all be wearing at work.
Look,
to go over
this
the.
ain't got nothing to do with what y'all
Oh,
you
you
talking
right.
about.
You sure.
No, we're done
Well,
with
we're
that topic because
actually
there ain't nothing
done.
to talk about.
I mean, because she didn't ask any questions.
That's what I said. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Oh.
Oh wait, we need to read a. We only
Okay,
have.
I'll tell you what.
We
Day,
here.
can you read this card right here?
It's only 3 cards left. Well, each.
Lord, I ain't got no glasses on. Could you continue to be with someone who you are no longer physically attracted to? Why? Why not? No.
Oh.
No. No. That's easy. No.
I'm supposed to give this lady advice on her situation.
What are we doing here? If I ain't physically attracted to you, what are we doing here? What are we doing
No
here?
advice we can give her because there were no questions asked.
You could be the nicest person on God's green earth. That does not that don't matter. That don't matter.
I mean,
Come
because
sign
if
this,
you
baby
with
girl.
somebody that you're not
No.
attracted to, it don't matter how good
You're
the
gonna
sex
resent that
is.
person.
Yeah,
You're gonna
you're
resent
cheat.
them.
You're gonna cheat.
Exactly. No. Absolutely. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Me
Okay. Well,
personally, attraction is a big thing to me. If we don't have no attraction, what are you doing here?
no, I
Because
agree.
that's the first thing.
I agree.
That's the first
If
thing.
there, I have to see
They
if
may
there's some chemistry.
they may eventually grow on you, but in the beginning, I mean,
How come y'all got 2 cards and I only got 1?
because we're special.
I mean, you and Day shared. You had 2. Day read it. Now go.
Oh, mine says, what does love mean to you?
Oh, look at there. What
I
does
hate questions like that.
Answer the question.
What you mean?
What does love mean to you? You gotta answer
You
the
was
question.
hell bent on taking a card. Now you took one, read it. Now read. Now
What does it
I'm
mean?
sorry, Pop. You got the hard question.
Answer the question.
It ain't hard. It's
Yes, it is.
hard to
You
explain.
know, I always hate
Well,
when you tell somebody when they be like, "Oh, do you say, oh, I love you?" Why?
Look,
Why are you asking me why?
If you don't want to answer the question, just say you don't want to answer the
love,
question.
I don't want to answer the question.
Be like, okay.
love means everything that me and Misha been through to get to where we at for the past 25, 26 years. So that's the struggle. That's being able to come through the bullshit and being able to stick with each other, being able to love each other no matter what. Big that. That's what love is. Simple.
I think you're sentimental there, and you tried to turn around. Or are you like me and about to cry?
No,
I'll cry with you. You know, I'm just saying.
Negro, I'm not.
Lord,
Yeah, we were just having a conversation and she
That
over
ain't-
here about to cry.
I'm a little bit more softer in my older age, but I'm still not soft.
He's
I
soft.
told you was gonna get soft when you got old.
I will drop a tear with you real quick.
You been sensitive, Mama. Ain't nobody surprised with you.
Okay. Oh, this is a good question.
Let
This
me go.
says, This says, do you feel like people should only date their equal? If so, describe your equal. If not, explain. No,
Yes.
I don't. I disagree.
Well, it depends on what you deem to be your equal.
I
I mean,
feel like
If,
your
if
partner,
you
you and
have,
your partner should be equally yoked.
yes,
I mean, there are different.
they
There,
don't necessarily have to be financial equal. Like, do y'all have the same goals the same, mindset the same, wants in
Yes.
life the same, that kind of thing, then yes. Because if I'm a person that wants to grow and you're a person that don't mind being at the bottom and want to stay where you at because you
can't be together.
Right.
I can't be with you.
Right.
I don't care if you do got a good job and you are handsome. That doesn't matter to me.
Right.
You have no ambitions, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Ooh.
But but when people say equal, they usually mean financially.
Yeah.
But that's why I say,
well, celebrities, they had a lose. That's why they done started dating broke people and
or everyday people.
Yeah. So because they're dating the ones broke people. He's so messy. I'm just saying they broke compared to what they finances are.
Yeah.
And then when things don't go their way and they're entitled to half or whatever, or they go after half, then they're gold digging. But celebrities that got the money are gold digging against you too, but you seem to be okay with them walking out of, like, you take Kim, who was marrying and divorcing. Honey, it cost you more money to get married than what you got out of the divorce.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but at the same time, you weren't even married but a couple of weeks, but yet you walked away with millions, and that's all that mattered to her.
That's more of a gold digger than anything else.
Yeah, that's still a gold digger, you know. Or if you're a celebrity and you only want to date higher end celebrities that make more than you, that's gold digging. Same thing. So, but if you have that same, if I can find somebody that has that same mindset, you don't have to think like me. The world can't handle both of us. But but if we are both mind driven, goal oriented, we both like to have and do things. Like me, I don't like to travel, and I get with somebody that love to travel, and we constantly arguing all the time. Then I'm not gonna be surprised if he up and leave.
Right.
At least I should not be surprised, because he needs to be with somebody that's more outgoing, more adventurous.
Next week, what you talking about?
But you know, darn well.
He needs to be with somebody that's more outgoing and more adventurous versus trying to conform someone that's not.
We're going hiking in Yosemite next week.
You can't even say it right.
It is Yosemite.
Yosemite?
Yosemite Park.
It's Yosemite.
Yosemite.
That's
Yosemite
how you that's how you know you ain't going nowhere. Anyway, your card.
Oh, my card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should pay attention.
Have you ever cheated on what?
With who?
On what?
Gotta ask those questions nowadays.
I will say yes.
Is that all it says?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, it always gives me 2 or 3 questions. Yes, I have cheated. For those of you that think you know me, I have cheated. That's how I met Mr. Wilson.
Cheated on who?
Yeah, you didn't know your mama cheated? She had a man and got a man.
Mr. Wilson asked me to marry him.
Well, she had a boyfriend.
And I said yes.
Wow, she had a boyfriend.
And the next day, Mr. Wilson came with his mother, his son, and his sister in a ring.
Look at her.
And you said yeah. You've been stuck with me ever since.
And I was like, Lord have mercy.
Look at him. Ain't got no problem with your transgressions.
I was like, Lord have mercy. How am I going to tell my mom I'm engaged to a man I don't even know his last name?
Lord. Now, ain't that a topic?
Who is y'all? We don't group me in there. I knew your full name.
Listen.
Next week's topic on Relationship Saturday.
For those of you that think
I got
you
engaged
know.
to someone and I didn't even know his last name.
For those of y'all that think y'all know me.
And the second part.
If not, what's if you ever came to cheating? Well, I don't have to answer that because I have.
Leave that alone. It ain't for you.
Yep, I cheated.
Is it your feet?
But I didn't cheat when I was married. That was just a relationship.
I mean, yeah. Listen, I was single and could still mingle. and the man that I was with done wrong. So it wasn't hard for me to leave.
Make sure he just went to the Capitol. That's all.
And cheated.
It ain't even about that. You had a whole woman at the house that you wouldn't even touch.
Because he was saving himself.
So there you go. Yo, did you go through your card?
Oh, no. The last card.
Because you're too busy doing those.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that was your card. Okay. Ooh. What is your opinion on threesomes in a committed relationship?
Absolutely not. You want a
I
threesome?
done
Go be
already
single.
done told y'all what I thought. So go
You want a
ahead.
threesome? Go be single.
Go ahead.
I mean, in a committed relationship, no. It opens the doors for other problems.
Yeah, because like Kevin Hart said on that podcast, you think you want to go out and go to what is it called? No, it wouldn't. Yeah, swingers community. It's the same thing. You go out there thinking that all because you got your eyes set on somebody else's wife or husband, and here you are watching your significant other get done in right in front of your face. You can't
Yep.
recover from that.
Yep. Especially if that person enjoying it more. Yep.
Exactly.
Then it's always going to be in the back of your mind, are they doing it without me?
Exactly.
I mean, that
It
did
was a show
happen.
like that. I can't
It
remember
did.
who was in
It
the
did.
show.
It did happen with a couple, and they was in court because child support court because two neighbors. This was two black couples. They were neighbors, and they
You don't do it that close to home.
well they agreed. They was both was interested in each other. So they agreed to, but one group was a swinger, one wasn't. So, but the other group, since they was interested in the other group, they agreed. Okay, they made an appointment and agreed to sleep with each other's spouses. Right? Okay, but one of the women got pregnant and did not know who the father was.
They didn't use protection?
That part, and blood tests revealed because blood tests revealed that the other guy that she slept with, the neighbor, was the father of the child. Okay, so why things got a little crazy was that he and his wife did not feel financially responsible for the child, but her and her husband were filing for the child support because he knew that it wasn't his. Okay, so
But they were gonna raise it as if it was.
yeah, the child ended up being the other man's baby. And he was ordered to pay child support, but he said he didn't feel financially responsible because of what they had done.
Yeah.
But y'all did
You still made a baby.
But y'all did an irresponsible act that created a child.
Hello.
And the man is already aware that he has to father this child, and he's ready for it. But he's saying that, but you need this real father to be financially responsible for it, though.
But that's your baby.
It was crazy, but yeah, that's how that went. But as far as that threesome question, I already said you do what your relationship allows you to do. Me, no, because I'm gonna get mine. Ain't gonna be nothing left for you, and then I'm not sitting back and watching y'all.
Ain't gonna be nothing left for you. It's crazy.
Just selfish.
Listen, I said that at the beginning.
I mean, I'm not selfish, but I don't like to share either.
I'm just saying. Okay, my last card is: what's your biggest regret?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not paying the law.
No, for real.
I played a
My
lot.
biggest regret is not listening to my parents.
Oh. It's not too late.
But you know, character building. It is what it is.
It's not too late.
I'm not gonna say that you didn't listen.
Oh, I did listen wholeheartedly.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I ain't listening to nobody. I ain't listening to y'all. I ain't listen to the other side. I ain't do nothing.
Well, you know what? At least you are admitting it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and I'm suffering the consequences of my actions.
What are you doing to change?
Yeah. Would you change your actions to avoid the situation
Look at
if
her.
you could?
Look at her.
Would I? I would never got in that car.
Yes, listen. My biggest regret is that I did not. All of my future chances, I second guessed them when I had the chance in my 30s, and now I don't have a chance in my 40s.
I think my biggest regret is not going to school when I should have.
But you can change that though.
Yeah,
I can't change
but not
that.
for what I want to go to school for. It take too long.
No. Because unless you're going for a certificate, then they all take the same amount of time.
Oh. Well, you're right.
It's just that some put in more, some you have to put in a little bit more effort than others. That's all. But the time is still the same.
But it is what it is.
No, I had my degree and I applied for the job that I wanted. And then I retracted it because I did not know that they had an age gap. They had an age cap on when you can apply. And I was within that age cap. And I retracted it to further my knowledge. Because originally I wanted to get into policing under the FBI. And I applied. I graduated. I could not do the internship because I graduated before the internship would take place. Understandable. Okay. But I put my application in for the job itself. It would station me in the Dallas area to do all of my training for X amount of weeks, right? But that would be me policing. But doing my research, I found other positions that I was more into that required a bachelor's. So I retracted my application to further my degree. And then once I finished my degree 2 years later, I was too old to get into any of those jobs because they had an age cap, and I didn't realize that I had the age cap. I was just below it when I got the associates, and I was above it when I got the bachelor's. So I was up a creek without a paddle. And then there's nothing like that here in our town. So there you have it. So that's my biggest regret is I second guessed it and lost the opportunity. The one that I actually really wanted. I lost that opportunity. And then I don't have a regret with the next degree that I went to school for because I really didn't want to do anything else with that degree. That was what I wanted to do. Now, they accidentally put me in that administration class. But I was like, okay, well, I can kind of do something with this one. But I regret not having the knowledge that I needed to kind of help me once I graduated. But at the same time, I don't regret it because it wouldn't have did me any good because the country was on shutdown.
Yeah.
While I was in school and once I graduated. I went a whole year while all state government jobs were shut down. Of course, nobody can acknowledge that. It's like, okay, well, let's just give you a chance because you did get the short end of the stick. You were in school and graduated during COVID. And yes, applying for jobs, yes, but they wasn't hiring people with degrees during COVID. They were dope fiends, but they wanted people that didn't have degrees. They wanted people they didn't have to pay.
And that don't even make sense.
They wasn't looking for people that actually had degrees. They wanted the people that they didn't have to pay. That's how you end up getting uncertified and unexperienced teachers and all that. They was just flying through the nursing program. That's why you got so many of them now.
Yeah.
It was like you got the fundamentals out the way, and then you became a nurse without even having to take the test. They should have at the first year after they opened. They should have required all of them that had to go and renew their license to take a test. Because now you got a lot of nurses, doctors, whoever came out during that time did not have to take the state board, the state exams.
That's scary.
Because they didn't have no way of testing them because you have to sit in front of someone and test. So yeah. And even during COVID, I was like, I ain't feeling that bad to go be no nurse. And they were just giving it away. You be a nurse. You be a nurse. You be a nurse. And trust me, some sorry ass nurses came out of them batches. I'm not lying. I hate it. If you feel some type of way, you must be one of them. But some sorry nurses came out them batches right there.
I believe it.
And it's scary because a lot of them came out that paid for their degrees too, without going to school. They did a whole federal investigation.
Wow.
Shut down one of the Florida schools, and guess who was big on the list? Texas, Florida, New York, Washington. Y'all got nurses and doctors that don't even have, they got the credentials without going to school to get the credentials.
Damn.
Too many of them, and they can't even figure it out who.
Like they gonna come and say, I paid for mine.
Because they say they sat for the state board. But they fabricated
I don't know what I need to know. I paid for mine.
Yeah, they fabricated the education part that gave them the eligibility to sit for the test. I'm like, damn, y'all just giving them out like that? Shit, I should apply for a nurse practitioner.
Not for real.
If y'all just gonna give them out, you know. But y'all, we just talking about anything on this relationship Saturday. Look who ready to go. You sleepy?
Like a little kid.
He ain't even over there talking to us no more. That sleep done set in.
He ain't even playing the game. That's how you know.
Listen, if y'all just now jumped on this feed, Lacy done screwed up with this topic, but I was
She sure did. I hope you run into her again and she be like, you know what? Let me give you some more information. I watched it and you did a good job, but I didn't give you any information.
Yeah, I screwed that one up.
Majorly.
But her husband didn't know that she was gay. Lord. It's not a what should the husband do.
It's a what should she do.
He can't even join in on the act because that's his mom.
We don't even know if he want to join in because it's something that don't enjoy that.
No, I'm saying if you walk in on your you see a lot of videos where the husbands walk in on their wives and realizing their wife is having sex with a girl, then they just join in on the act. Like no, y'all in my house. I'm finna get the both of you.
Yeah, some that's like that, but then it's some that might actually go off.
Yeah,
because they're not into that.
Yeah. What would you do? Man, that's a walk away situation. For her, she needs to walk away. Because if she don't want to tell him, she needs to just walk away. Just leave her.
And then you wonder, is she torn between the two?
God, I hope not.
Has the mom threatened to tell the son if she stops? I mean, so many questions.
I don't see the mama doing that.
She could.
But she could be very petty if she did and really not love her son already, you know.
Maybe that's why she doing it. But it's so many questions to ask.
Yep. But y'all let me know what y'all think on this topic. What's left of it? Because I screwed up. I did. Mm-hmm. I didn't ask nothing. I was just so thrown just by the topic itself that, honey, I didn't ask no questions. I was like, you know what?
Shame.
All I heard was a topic, and I was like, of course I'll talk about it. But what I'm getting is like, wait a minute, we ain't got nothing to talk about because I didn't ask her nothing. But y'all just give y'all 2 cents on what y'all would do in that situation. That's all I can say. Other than that, y'all, we will be back on here on Hot Topic Tuesday because, honey, I'm gonna see what else done hit the fan with Tyler PD. Because, honey, that Houston lady, she's an activist and she is not playing with Tyler PD. She is not. Doctor somebody. I just know that she ain't playing with them.
Oh, I saw her. I saw her post on Facebook the other day.
Mm-hmm. And she told me that I'm coming down now. So y'all might as
She's
well
from
get ready.
Houston, right?
Uh, Dr. Candace Matthews. That's her name, Dr. Candace Matthews. She is not playing with Tyler PD. So I'm just gonna try to keep an eye on this, and see how everything turn out. Other than that, y'all, we will be back on here on Freestyle Thursday as well. So if y'all got some topics that y'all want to talk about, hey, topic memos to Monica. Let us to Lacy. I got my messenger page already, so y'all can definitely put them on there. Okay.
Good job.
Other than that, I don't have nothing else to say. Oh, yeah, I don't have nothing else to say. I'll do them cards another day. You got anything?
Mm-mm.
Jay, you got anything to say?
I ain't got anything to say. Thanks for having me. It's
Well,
always a pleasure.
was kiss little Theo.
The-
Hey, man. Hey. Hey. And we will see y'all next time
On
You
Tuesday.
hear
Oh, was that thunder?
That's thunder.
Time
Is
to
it
go.
raining?
Me too.
Time to go.
What they do, clacking the piano down. Everybody
Time to
they shut down the club. Time to go.
Time to go. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.